Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking you through my favourite retinol and retinoid products. If you are new here and you love skincare, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can also ring the bell if you would like to be notified every time I upload a new video. Now I'm going to be focusing on over-the-counter products that you can pick up from beauty retailers and department stores. I'm not going to be talking about prescription strength products such as Tretinoin, which you need to get from a dermatologist. Retinoids have so many benefits from the skin that I think that everyone can benefit from using a retinoid product. Retinol and retinoids are basically a derivative of retinoic acid, and they work by speeding up the skin's cell turnover. Cell turnover decreases as we age, so using a vitamin A derivative helps kind of rev up the engine and get the skin replenishing itself, which makes it look generally better. It's also worth mentioning that these derivatives of vitamin A are the only skincare ingredient that has the power to actually reduce wrinkles. Many ingredients can help make the skin look better and can help protect the skin against signs of aging, but this amazing skincare ingredient can actually reduce the fine lines and wrinkles, which makes it a very popular skincare ingredient that many people love. In addition, it helps fade and prevent hyperpigmentation, and it also works well against acne. And because it kickstarts the skin's cell turnover, with continued use, you will get thicker, plumper, healthier, glowier skin. Today I'm going to recommend various different products that I've tried over the years, and they happen to be my personal favourite ones. They work at different strengths, so there's some milder versions and some stronger versions depending on your skin's tolerance, and they're also at different price points, so there are some more affordable versions and then there are some more premium luxury versions as well. So what I'll do is I'll get started with the more affordable versions and work up as the prices increase. So I'm going to get started with The Ordinary, who offer many different retinol products. I personally like the retinol in squalane, which comes in various different strengths. My personal favourite from The Ordinary is the 1% squalane, but if you are new to it, then it's better to start with one of the milder versions. Now they come in the 0.2%, 0.5%, and then they finish with the 1%. Now, even though they are all generally mild, if your skin isn't used to a retinol product, then you can have redness, irritation, and peeling. So it's definitely a good idea to start with the 0.2% and then move your way up as the skin becomes more tolerant to using a retinol or a retinoid type product. Squalane's a really good ingredient to combine with retinol because it's nice and moisturizing, and it will help create a protective barrier, which is very important because one of the downsides to using retinol is it can disrupt the skin's natural barrier function, which sits on the surface of the skin. This occurs with the regeneration of the skin, so it's important to find a formula like this that has a nice moisturizing ingredient added to it that will help nourish and protect the skin. In addition, it's also very, very important to wear a sunscreen when you're using any type of retinol or retinoid product because you've got those baby cells coming to the surface. They're even more vulnerable, but they are what gives the skin its lovely fresh glow. So in order to protect them, you really do have to wear a sunscreen of 30 or higher every single day. The next one I'm going to talk about is the clinical strength 1% retinol from Paulas Choice that's also got vitamin C and peptides in. Now this is one of the stronger retinol products, and I have to admit it's actually the first retinol product that I ever used. I was so excited. Went in and used this, and it is extremely strong. I would say that it's definitely too strong to use if you haven't used a retinol before. There is the option to buffer it. So in order to buffer a product, you can just water it down by mixing it with a little bit of moisturizer. But ideally, I think the best thing is to try with something milder. That's why I really do like the versions from The Ordinary. It's because they are so affordable. You can start with one of the milder versions and then just see how your skin tolerates it and then just switch it up without having to spend a fortune. Paula's Choice products are very, very good in general. And in addition to this 1% clinical strength, they do offer some milder versions as well. And within the Paula's Choice formula, they do have other ingredients which will soothe any potential irritation that you can get from using this type of product. The Paula's Choice is also packaged really well. It comes in an airless pump tube because retinol is sensitive to light and air, so it will degrade in those conditions. So when it's in an airless pump like this one, it will just ensure that the ingredients stay fresh and active and that they're working at their best for longer. So the next one I've spoken about so many times on this channel, it's the Drunk Elephant A Passione 1%. This is also a very strong, powerful retinol like the Paulas Choice, so it's definitely not for the faint-hearted, but you can also buffer this down, which is what I've been doing recently, and I have to say that it does work very well and it's easier to tolerate in the skin. Even though this does come in slightly pricier than the Paula's Choice version, I do think that the Drunk Elephant one does offer great value for money because it's so strong and it does buffer down so easily when you mix it with some oil or some moisturizer. It just means that you only have to use a tiny amount, so a little goes a long way and the tube lasts a really, really long time. I've had my tube for ages, it's still going strong. I'm actually concerned of whether I'm actually going to be able to finish the tube whilst it's still fresh, because it does last absolutely ages. So if anything, if you're able to get like a slightly smaller size of that, then I recommend that you do it. So the last two products that I'm going to talk about are from Sunday Riley, which is a brand that I really love. This is definitely up there on the premium price point, but I think the products are really good. The packaging's really gorgeous and they always work really, really well in the skin. I remember when Luna first launched and everyone went nuts for it, and I really do feel that it put retinoids on the map in a more mainstream way. It used to be that people would go see a dermatologist for their acne and be prescribed tretinoin. And then Sunday Riley launched Luna Oil with a more comfortable and easy to tolerate version of retinoic acid, and it really, really took off and people started to love using retinoids in their skincare routine. I would say this is definitely on the medium strength side. I remember when it first launched and people thought that it was really, really strong, but now that we've got much stronger versions, this kind of sits somewhere in the middle. But it will definitely show results on the skin. In some cases it will cause redness and peeling, so you definitely need to come at it with caution if you're not used to using these types of products. In addition, it's got the blue tansy, which gives it the lovely blue colour, and then it's also got German chamomile in, which will help soothe the skin whilst the retinol is getting to work. The last one I'm going to talk about is Sunday Riley A+, which is their most recent retinoid product, which has got various different types of derivatives of retinoic acid in there. I really like this product. It's definitely a step up from the Luna, which I mentioned before, and it's definitely stronger on the skin and it will cause peeling, so it's definitely for the more advanced retinoid user. I even heard from someone on my Instagram who had been using a very mild version of tretinoin that used the Sunday Riley A+ and found it much stronger on their skin. So just bear that in mind, that it really will be quite potent and deliver those results, but it will also deliver the side effects as well. So that can be peeling, kind of scaly skin, redness, and where the skin feels a little bit tender. If you've used any of these retinoid products yourself, let me know in the comments what you think of them below. And if you've got any recommendations, then please always let me know, as I love to know what you guys like and what you are also using. I'm going to post links below to two videos that are really good resources if you would like to know more about retinol and retinoid products and the various different derivatives, how they're formed and how they work in the skin. That can be really useful if you want to know more about the scientific evidence behind them. As always, if you've got any questions, just let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to help you out. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one.